And the key figure you plucked out there is we've had 7 straight rate rises, 3 of them are 0.5%. So 2.5% is how much it's gone off and gone up. When you say serviceability, when someone's going in and saying getting a home loan, the bank doesn't see if they can afford a loan at that current rate, it adds 2.5%. So that's happened in this incredibly short amount of time. That's supposed to be a buffer which they think might take a few years. So right now the rubber is hitting the road for that test for anyone that took out a loan during that time. Now, if you took it out 5 years ago with a higher rate, it's probably just getting back to where you expected it. But that's the key part, isn't it? Took out a loan in the past couple of years at those record lows, that's when it's going to get problematic from here on in.
Seeing CoreLogic data that's come out this morning with property prices falling again. So we saw record numbers of people refinancing. Households are doing the best and they actually are being very proactive. They've refinanced, I think 14 billion was a loan in August. So we're at a point now with property prices continuing to fall that there are a lot of homeowners now prisoners with their existing lenders because of the equity has been taken away. So those homeowners are going to find that any rate rise, whether that be 0.25 or 0.5, is going to have a dramatic effect on their spending. So it comes to a stage where households have done so much and as much as they can to kind of cut back on their costs, cut back on their discretionary, rejiggle their bills. And it will be a case now where there is no wiggle room. And that's when the RBA will start seeing the results that they need to see.
All right, and I guess the big question for people around where it tops out at as well, 3%, 4%, that's the cash rate, add a couple of percent for actually what you actually pay on a home loan. So I guess there's first of all the prediction on the peak, and then if the RBA has been a bit aggressive in hindsight, then maybe within a year even, it will be coming back down the other way. So hard to predict. The question is always around fixing. It doesn't seem like a ripe time to fix right now. Do you have any words of wisdom on that?
Well, we'll probably see the cash rate hit 3% by Christmas. And as you point out, home loans will be sitting at around 6%. Now, one major bank has forecasted that rates will do a turnaround next year. Most are suggesting 2024. I think when you start looking at fixed rates, there were some competitive loans out there. It's a case of, you know, what premium are you paying to lock in? And are you comfortable with that? I think what homeowners have learnt over this period that some of them actually pick the time right, which is unusual when you're locking in with a fixed rate home loan. But I think the primary reason why you would lock in any home loan is that it gives you that sense of security. It makes you sleep at night. You know what your repayments are. And I'd still be looking at, am I paying a huge premium for that comfort?
Yes, that seems to be the case right now, but well, always a gamble. Talk to someone, talk to your partner, maybe your mortgage broker before you make any big decisions. Effie, great to get your thoughts today on this outlook. We'll see what the RBA does later on today.
Thank you. And if I can just say, if you are looking for a way, just ask your lender, am I actually the cheapest amount? Looking at the major banks, from their package loans to their basic, you'll be able to save about $400 in repayment on an average loan. So it's worth asking.